Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it, just to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. We have new patrons. I got to do this. I don't think we've been getting all of our Patreon notifications here in the past couple days. So I am, let's see here. Where am I here? January 30th.
Oh, I thought we fixed it yesterday. Is it still not
working?
working?
I thought we did too, but I think we meant like last night some came in that like didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
I know some of them are going to different tabs on, like, do you have...
Oh, is it starting to show up?
Well, they're both in the promotions.
It's both in the promotions and the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I don't know what that is.
Let's see here. Gee whiz. Well, go ahead and read
Nikolai
some of these.
Martinussen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was edited. Sorry. New ones. Those are all from yesterday. Jose Contreras, Tony D.
Yeah.
Rafael Posada.
No, those came in after the show yesterday, though, so that's fine. Cool. Right on. If there's any if there's anything that gets missed, just hit us with a DM.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
something weird's going on.
Here's
with emails
this one. I don't know if these are new ones. Let's see here. Dank Nugs, Aminadab Garcia, Jose Contreras, Jacob Day, and then Nikolai Martinussen. So thanks so much for your support. It's patreon.com. It's the 31st. It's the last day of the month.
Yeah, if you want your Friendo Care package, get your contribution in today.
Here's the Friendo Care package. Look at that appealing picture right there. Friendo Care package.
Oh, it's so appealing.
It is a comic book. 3 stickers.
Wait, hold on. This is not a comic book. It's a story that can only be told within the pages of a comic book. It would cost easily $1 billion if it was ever made into a major motion picture.
We should hit up that Howard Schultz fella instead of that asinine presidential run. We should get him to sponsor our movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, stickers, poster, postcard, all for $20. What a great deal.
Great value.
Plus, you get to put your video question on Matt Chat.
If you want to.
It's a great deal. But today's the last day of the month, therefore it's the last day of the Patreon for the month. So if you want it soon-ish, I still have to send out the friggin' ones for December. I had to reorder the comic. Those came in. Then I realized I had to reorder the stickers. Those came in. So now we just got to sit down. We got to put our John Henrys on a bunch of those.
John Hancocks
on a bunch of comics and get them out. I'll get them out by this weekend.
There you go.
So yeah, my goodness gracious.
Too many things. So much to do.
Yeah. So anyways, let's talk about here. We're here to talk about
NXT UK, and 205 Live.
So NXT Prime was
Takeover recap.
Oh, Takeover Aftermath. Oh,
so it's pretty thin.
Yeah, there was 2 matches, one of which is wildly entertaining to talk about. The other one, actually, I saw some improvement in Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Yeah, I thought Marina Shafir comported herself very well.
But then on the other hand, if you look at who they were fighting, it wouldn't surprise me if that improvement was directly related
entirely possible
to how amazing Kairi Sane, Io Shirai are as competitors, as a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, why are they not on? I was watching, I was like, they need to be on main right now as a tag team.
They need to be on this Elimination Chamber match.
I know.
For first tag champions.
Oh, man, they're so good.
They're incredible.
Then the other match was so cartoonish. There was so much weird stuff going on in that tag match. Oh, man. Anyways, we'll get to that in a bit. NXT UK saw the debut of Walter.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I only saw one chop, though.
Yeah, but it was a very effective chop. I have the picture
here
that loaded up.
That Jack Stars posted on Twitter.
Yeah. And then 205 Live saw the final match of Hideo Itami in WWE, allegedly. There's been no more information on.
Meltzer had a couple things in the newsletter that said that it's unusual that if all the reports are true of other talents asking for their release, that they'd release him unless there was some assurances that they knew where he was going.
That's interesting.
In other words, Japan.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine he would. I wonder if they would have a clause in some sort of release.
Well, he mentioned that when Lesnar left in 2004, he had to sign something similar saying he wouldn't go and wrestle. It's because he was going to play football, try to play football. But then it's like a year afterwards, he went to New Japan.
Yeah.
Tried to sue him, but then they dropped the suit because I guess it was on shaky legal ground.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah. I imagine the dude wants to go to like Noah or I forget. Does Noah have a good relationship with New Japan?
I think they used to.
They used to. Oh, interesting. They have a good relationship with
Impact. They had a working deal with Impact for a while.
No, I'm talking about New Japan. The other isn't there like a sub-level Japanese promotion that they're cool? Like, are they cool with Dragon Gate? Do they have Dragon Gate people?
I think they're. It's not like they're at odds with anybody. They used to have New Japan used to have a working relationship with Noah, and I don't think that's the case anymore. Because that's where Suzuki.
Yeah, because Marufuji was Marufuji. Yeah, Marufuji was over there.
He's
right,
he's like top guy in Noah, and that's where Kenta made his name. I believe it was in Pro Wrestling Noah.
That's correct. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised going back there. Maybe he goes to New Japan. Maybe he
Yeah.
goes to Dragon Gate. Maybe he just kind of freelances for a while. Who knows?
Somebody brought up in the Friendoverse Facebook group yesterday. They said, "Yeah, what if Dean Ambrose just does nothing?"
That's entirely possible.
Which is like that's probably high on the list of possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, if he was good with his money and he made plenty of it, maybe he just wants to take some time off.
Just does a whole lot.
He wants to, as Renee Young said, and go online and buy martial arts weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently that's his hobby.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then on Monday we're going to talk about Worlds Collide. We understand there are spoilers out there for the NXT tapings. We're not going to talk about those. Please, if you're watching this live, don't talk about it in the chat. Nobody likes that stuff. If you don't want it, you shouldn't have to deal with it. And then, but yeah, pretty interesting events. But we'll get to that whenever they film it. So let's hop Let's hop right into this. Yeah, air it. Sorry. Let's hop right into this, Larson, and talk about NXT. Oh, aftermath recap. Did you actually? Let me ask him. Did you actually watch the entire thing, or did you fast forward through most of it like I did?
I sat and watched the entire thing because I didn't know if there'd be little interview bits that didn't air on WWE.com.
Yeah, they do. Most of the time, don't they put all those on the .com?
Probably.
Like, I know the Bianca Belair was on.
Yeah, that one was on there, but I don't know any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Show kicked off with tag match, Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. Sky Pirates. That sounds like an 80s movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie in the 80s called Sky Pirates? There's Ice Pirates. That's what I'm thinking of. Ice Pirates.
It'd be surprising if there wasn't a Sky Pirate.
I know. Versus Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Do we have any word on what's the deal with Shafir's face mask thing?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It looks cool. You don't think so?
No.
Oh, I think it looks neat, man. It looks like Hannibal Lecter type stuff.
No.
Good?
Not into it.
Does it make you feel like claustrophobic?
No, I just don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, it feels too... It feels both too... Here's what it feels like.
Go ahead.
It's somewhere in between like a full face mask and like a mask the Hamburglar wore just to protect her identity.
Yeah, wobble.
Yeah. But it's too large, obviously, to be the Hamburglar type mask, a robber's mask.
Yeah.
And it's too small to be a whole... I just don't understand the purpose of it.
Yeah.
That's
you're
the thing.
used to the full face thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is new. I haven't seen this kind before.
No.
Yeah, I think it's just to protect her nose.
I mean, if it's to protect an injury, okay, it makes sense, but I just don't know if that's the case.
I would assume so.
But it's leather, isn't it? It's not plastic.
No, I thought it was hard.
Oh, it didn't look like it.
I think it's hard.
It didn't look that like it was hard.
Because I just looked at that. I was like, what is this protecting? I looked at the nose, and there's like definite ridge right there.
Oh, okay. If it's nose protection, then it makes sense. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Yeah. I kind of dig it. Look, man, I'll just, I'm making a creative wrestler. I'll toss some random stuff on them.
No, I get that. Cool. I get that.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't usually happen in IRL wrestling that someone just slaps random stuff in the ring gear without purpose.
What's again there? It'll be very interesting. Shayna's got to get called up at some point. I would think she's not going to be there the entire time just for them to be her henchmen.
Yeah.
Henchwomen, the four horse henchwomen. But I mean, they do seem to be improving a bit in the ring.
Oh, Brandon Taylor here in chat said she broke her nose. They said on commentary.
Ah, okay.
Okay, then that makes sense.
There you go.
Then it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this match. I think they're improving. I was mainly just focusing on Io Shirai because I haven't really seen her wrestle that much. Every time I watch her in NXT, it makes me want to just watch some clips on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
But
because she's amazing.
Oh, dude, she's so flipping good. her and Kairi Sane, especially as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, wowie wow, there's something else.
They are. Not surprisingly, they go over. Kairi hits an insane elbow to pin Marina Shafir, but that suicide dive Io Shirai hit to keep Jessamine Duke from interfering in the finish. Wow,
man, that's how it should be done right there.
Man.
Just reckless abandon.
Exactly, abandon. That's
and
the
there was
key
like
word.
a bunch of other like flip stuff that she was doing, like that bit where Marina Shafir had her like in sort of I think like a submission lock or something, and then Io Shirai
she walked up the ropes.
She walked up the ropes. Oh man,
she's really good.
Yeah,
she's really really good.
That was crazy good, and it's also good I think for the other horsewomen there to get that exposure in front of the takeover size crowd right there. That's always a good thing. Same with the guys that came later.
And I mean, especially considering Jessamine Duke's and Marina Shafir's relative inexperience, they didn't wilt under the bright lights of a takeover pre-show.
Yeah,
it was probably Marina Shafir's strongest performance so far.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree totally. I think it was, but she seemed to be in that first match sort of most in need of improvement, and I think I saw a little bit of it last night.
Well, I think they in terms of her moveset, I mean, granted, I didn't notice their first match, but in this one they were focusing on her judo training.
Sure, yeah.
And so if you tailor her moveset towards what she knows best,
makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally.
I also like how they were playing up. Just, I mean, even if it was just at the beginning, Jessamine's size advantage.
Oh, her height advantage.
How
tall
she is. Yeah, she's super tall. After that, we had a backstage Johnny Gargano interview after having won the.
Having won the North American title. Kind of concluded saying, "Winning is nice.
It's so nice.
It's so nice."
I kind of feel him a bit more as a heel.
Yeah,
like people. Well, we've said this a million times. People can just sort of let loose a little bit.
Yes,
and it's really working for him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of gruffness to his voice.
Yeah, and he just feels looser. He just feels more.
Yeah, heels have more fun. Next, we had the Bianca Belair interview that was on WWE.com or their YouTube, where she told Sam Roberts to kiss her ass.
Yeah, that was good. She said, they did the thing where undefeated is a state of mind. It's not a win-loss record.
And therefore, she is still undefeated.
However, she is wrong. Undefeated actually does reflect a perfect lossless record. But I'm glad she's taking it with the right attitude.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
And nobody's going to tell her that she is not
undefeated.
Girl.
Next, War Raiders interview.
Oh, this I missed.
I don't remember much about it.
This next one I missed, and I'm sad about that.
Oh, the Matt Riddle one?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, crap.
Let's talk about Cassius Ohno.
I'm going to go back and watch
saying he didn't just beat him, he made him give up.
Yeah.
He said, not even by submission.
Yeah.
I elbowed him into giving up. And he says, I'll do the same to anybody that more or less gets in my way.
Oh, I love it. I'll go back and watch that. And then we had the Street Profits with perhaps the most unfortunate ring attire I have ever seen.
Well, it was a homage to Harlem Heat.
It tried to be,
but the issue was that, and I sent you the picture of this Harlem Heat when they had the straps over the shoulders, and there's like a metal ring in the chest, and then there's like a singlet type deal,
which fits under their prominent. In the case of Harlem Heat,
it goes well below. It goes down like to the bottom of the rib cage, and then it
circles
around
their
midsection.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Whereas Street Profits were just going down right under their pectorals.
Yeah,
and so it looked like it was It was just not flattering,
dude. It was ugly. Because here's the thing, Angelo Dawkins. I like the guy.
Yeah.
But he's not cut out physically. Stevie Ray had, I mean, if you want to if you want to say he's the Stevie Ray of the group, the buffer or the bigger dude, right? The thicker guy, right? Stevie Ray had massive pecs, like giant old school old pecs. They were big and prominent. Angelo Dawkins does not have that. He has some flappy boobies there. And they're and look, that doesn't mean you can't go out there and be a great wrestler, but there are some things you should not be wearing.
Well, I think if the top was cut like Harlem Heat's.
That might have helped.
It would have been a lot better because the way it was like the fabric on top was cutting right underneath his pecs.
Right.
And so the pecs were just kind of hanging over.
Oh, boy. That was awkward.
But even Montez Ford, who's jacked, it wasn't.
He's cut. He's not jacked, though.
He's cut, but even this, the cut of the top was not flattering for either of them.
But for him, because he's such he's a very taut, he's a very tight guy.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't really, it's like, whatever. But
no, I know.
Angelo, holy moly.
It didn't mean for Montez, just didn't look comfortable because you want tight fabric right underneath like muscle.
It
doesn't seem comfortable. That's what I mean. It's not like it didn't seem flattering or comfortable for either of them.
Well, I was so thrown off by that. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you want to pay homage to Harlem Heat, there's like a million things you can do different that are way more cooler than the cut of that top. Like, they had the cool black and flames motif going for a while.
Yeah, for a while they just had pants. They didn't have the but I mean,
there's like a million things you can do.
Literally, it's just the cut of it that for them seemed uncomfortable because they seemed self-conscious about it too.
Right.
Like, begin the match, they're kind of adjusting.
He's all adjusting, and then like his nipples are just there. Oh man, it was.
So if they just did a lower cut on the top part, it would have been totally cool.
Those poor guys.
Because I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Dude,
it's a shout out to Harlem Heat. That's cool.
Who doesn't want to shout out to Harlem Heat? They're one of the all-time
they're one of the best tag teams ever. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Heck yeah.
But at a certain, you're like, dude, this is not gonna.
It's probably a situation.
Other top,
it's probably a situation where they ordered them.
Yeah, it is.
And they said, okay, we want it to look like this, and they got made, and they probably put it on the day before.
Yeah.
And it's like, this isn't right.
Well, they probably put it on the day before, and when you're just standing there looking in a mirror, and you can adjust yourself properly and think that this is how it's going to be. Maybe it looked good.
Maybe.
But then you get out there in front of 10,000 people, and you have to do all these stuff, and you're like, oh god, this is so awkward. So, anyways.
Distracting, huh?
I totally forgot to put a question thread up on Patreon.
Oops.
Man, I am lagging today. It's those grape nuts. They threw me off, dude. I'm telling
only
you.
Had grape nuts for dinner is a bad idea. Anyway, this is a pretty solid match between Street Profits and, we forgot to mention their opponents, ironically enough, Forgotten Sons.
Well done.
Pretty decent match.
Oh, man.
Just, it's worth watching just to see Montez do that tope to the outside, where it looks like he was maybe, 8 feet in the air.
It was fun. He got a lot of air on that. He got a lot of air on that. He's spectacular.
That was incredible. There was a moment or a spot where the Street Profits hit like a doomsday blockbuster. Wesley Blake was on Angelo Dawkins' shoulders. Montez Ford went to the top rope, hit the blockbuster. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Cutler broke up the pin, though. They didn't win. And then, of course, Jackson Riker is ringside. He takes out Montez Ford, and he and Angelo Dawkins have like a staring match across the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And Angelo's there talking trash, and Riker's talking trash back to him. Dawkins is about to make his way over to Riker. Wesley Blake comes flying in out of nowhere, the suicide dive. Angelo gets rolled back in the ring. Forgotten Sons hit their finisher and pick up the win.
Yeah. So that was, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Street Profits should be much further along, and I feel like Forgotten Sons should be on Impact.
I feel like Street Profits, like match after match, are improving in the ring, which I think is why after their debut they kind of spun their wheels with them for a little bit.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Because when they start showing up on NXT TV, their matches probably didn't last longer than like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure their time in Evolve, in the indies, so to say, is benefiting them greatly. But they need to, creative needs to get some direction for them.
Because here's the thing, I don't think, like, in terms of being wrestlers or characters, I don't see them as being, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I enjoy watching, here's the thing, I enjoy watching heavy machinery matches. Like, I think they're fun for what they're doing, like a couple of fun hosses.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. I feel the same exact way about the Street Profits, and I think that they're just as good wrestlers as Heavy Machinery. Am I missing something? Like, Heavy Machinery is already on main.
Yeah, I know.
Street Profits, I mean, here's the thing. If somebody told me 3 months ago that Street Profits would be getting a call up, if they said, hey, who do you think is going to be getting called up first, Street Profits or Heavy Machinery? I'd probably been like, I don't know, samesies, like
yeah.
There's not
I
a
know what you mean.
I mean, Heavy Machinery's probably been around a little longer, I think.
Maybe, but I feel like Street Profits have a much higher ceiling.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. Heavy Machinery is so cartoony, and Street Profits are very loosely defined.
But if they had some real focus character-wise,
and it's open for for more stuff. I agree with it. They're a cleaner slate. They're a blanker slate.
Yeah, and
but with enough direction. Yeah.
And while I think Otis is relatively charismatic and Tucky a bit too, neither of them are near as charismatic as Montez Ford. That guy's got next level charisma.
Oh, I don't know. I would say that they're actually kind of on par. I think that Otis and Montez are kind of on par, and I think that Tucky and Angelo Dawkins are on par too. To be honest with you, I think Otis is. I think that's why people really like Otis, because I think he's got a lot of natural charisma.
Oh yeah, he is a relatively charismatic guy.
We kind of need to see a bit more than just him literally just being
and doing the worm.
Just exactly. But I think it's there. So the Forgotten Sons, even the Takeover crowd, the fly-ins. We're saying we forgot you.
Not a good start for Forgotten Sons.
It's not, man. It's not. It's really not good. But
I guess it is what it is. Maybe they'll, if it's not working, they'll have like a Kona Reeves type thing where he'll lose some matches, or they'll lose some matches and disappear for a while, and maybe go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, I think that there's, at least with that awful name, Jackson Riker, at least that dude, at least he's got a good look.
Why didn't they keep Gunner? It fits in with the kind of their character, I guess. Their characters.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. No, that'd be silly. I don't know. It's not as silly as they want to avoid possible gun references.
No, I get that.
Is it?
It could be.
I mean, weirder things have happened.
It's probably more likely. It's probably more likely that just that was his name in Impact, and he wasn't to the level of like Samoa Joe or AJ Styles, a character whose name
carries him over.
Yes, exactly. So they were like, okay, well, we can start with the blank slate with you.
Yeah, and they literally just threw their.
I feel like half the time that's what they come up with names, man.
Yeah. Like, let's put a bunch of names up there that might have worked back in like the mid-aughts.
Yeah,
let's find the most new metal names we can.
I feel like they have this book, and there's two separate groups of pages.
Yeah,
and it's bound by like that plastic kind of spiral stuff, and they just say, all right, give me two numbers, 27 and 48. One they turn to 27 and 48. Yeah, all right, that's your name.
Yeah,
I feel like that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right about that.
Basically, no thought into it.
He does have a very intense look.
Oh, he does. Maybe Gunner is a Next Generation fan, so he wanted Riker in his last name.
That wouldn't surprise me, man. People love that stuff. I'm looking forward to that Picard series, man.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I might have to get on that. What's it called? All Access? Is that what CBS?
CBS All Access?
Yeah, because I still want to watch that Strange Angels show.
Oh, yeah. You should check it out. Man, I'll just give you my login.
Oh, there you go. Save me some money.
Exactly. $6 a month.
Oh, it's not that much. NXT UK is next. Show kicked off with Bomber Dave Mastiff versus Jay Melrose.
Come on, man.
Call him Primate.
It's just Primate.
Call him Primate.
Why are they call? I don't know. Waymaker can tell me. But I swore on, like, when I've seen him in WCPW back in the day, and then I think he showed up in ICW, they simply call him Primate. It ruins the entire mystique when you call him Jay Melrose. Had they referred to him as Jay Melrose prior to this in other federations, I am curious, or do they simply call him Primate?
Yeah.
I want to know. Because Primate is a really cool name.
Yeah.
It fits him perfectly, but just some dude named Jay.
It just makes him seem like an average guy.
Doesn't work.
And he shouldn't be.
It doesn't work, man. I'm waiting for an answer here in chat.
All right.
However, this was a fun match. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that shoulder tackle off that they were doing when he kept on saying, "Hey, you go that way, and then
I'll go this way, and then we'll meet in the middle."
Exactly. That was a lot of fun. But in the end, the Bomber went over.
Yeah, with a cannonball.
Jay Melrose. Waymaker just says he was Primate.
Yeah.
And they referred to him as Primate sometimes on NXT UK.
And like Wild Boar, I feel like for them, they do mention his name, but I feel like Wild Boar is just as prominent in all that as his name is, whereas I feel like Primate's is kind of like an afterthought in terms of his packaging. He's Jay Milrose.
So a couple people in chat here do say that he is primarily he's just known as Primate elsewhere.
I don't know, man.
Why bring in this Jay Melrose thing?
I don't know. Don't know.
It's weird.
Anyways, he's lost, I think, every match he's been on, so I guess it's not.
It doesn't matter. He's not like a big signing or
Yeah, I guess
I thought it'd be a bigger deal. Like, I mean, look, I don't know. I've always been very interested in the UK scene, when I watched WCPW back in the day, I was like, oh man, cool, Primate. That guy's cool. Then he shows up in UK, and I'm like, oh, right on. And then he's just being like, he's this jobber guy.
Yeah, I know.
Jay Jobber.
I don't know,
man.
Next, Zach Gibson and James Drake came down the ring. Zach Gibson dropped a promo talking about how everybody else in the tag division was losing focus, trying to come up with clever names. But he said soon. I guess it means they would have the belts. He said everybody else, Mustache Mountain was looking for shiny new pants.
Yeah.
While they were keeping their eyes on the prize, those tag titles.
It's very stiff now. It's very rigid.
I know.
Finger. Liverpool's
It's
number
evolved
one.
from kind of half-mast.
Dude, I could listen to his promos all day long because, number one, whenever you can watch his mouth breathe when he's done with like a sentence. He's like, the grizzled young veterans. His mouth kind of moves. His mouth has like aftershocks when he talks.
Yeah.
Because he's so like, he gives it us all.
He does.
Dude, I can watch Zach Gibson's promos forever. Oh, they're great. I love him, man. Are you a big Zach Gibson fan?
He's all right.
He's all right. Who are you a big, besides Walter? Let's take Walter out of it.
All right.
Who are you a biggest fan of?
Jordan Devlin.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I think Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks are
What's
really
your
good.
top five in NXT UK?
Well, if you take Pete Dunne, Mustache Mountain, Walter out of it.
Of course, yeah.
It's probably Jordan Devlin, Travis Banks, Marcel Bartel.
Oh, okay. Can't believe, is Eddie Dennis in your top five? Really? Oh,
probably
man.
Joe Coffey. And then maybe Fabian Eichner.
Fabian, okay. All right. That's a good top
I think
five.
Eichner and Bartel are a really good tag team.
I think they're a very good
I think
tag
they're
team.
excellent.
I think you're right about that. Anyway, so yeah, Gibson's going on, and he finally sort of dubbed. I forget if I think they had mentioned this in NXT UK before, that they're the grizzled young veterans.
Well, I mean, it's on James Drake's jacket. So if they haven't actually mentioned it verbally, it's there visually.
So Gibson officially dubs them the grizzled young veterans.
So they just kind of did the opposite of everyone else. He said before in his promo, all the other teams were trying to come up with clever nicknames rather than worrying about the titles. They got titles, and then they came up with clever nicknames that I'm pretty sure they had used previously. Sid Scala comes out, interrupts them, and says, "Hey, congratulations, good job. We're only going to bring out the best competition for you. So you're going to be taking on Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch soon."
Soon, he did say. Yeah, I wish he would have put more stank on the soon, though, like Gibson does.
Yeah.
Soon.
But instead, just made it sound like it's an open-ended thing, like at some point. I don't know when.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be the tapings they did in Phoenix, but it was.
Well, that's what he said. He said Phoenix.
Oh, all right.
He said, we're going to be headed to Phoenix. He didn't say we're going to be headed to the United States or we're going to be headed to, Phoenix,
Arizona. He just said Phoenix.
Because the crowd seemed like halfway confused, like, wait, which part
Is there a venue here somewhere in Liverpool called Phoenix Club or Phoenix Theater?
Is that in the county of Phoenixshire? Phoenix M. Where's that? Oh, it's in the U.S. Okay, well, none of us care because we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna happen soon.
Next, oh man, Jack Stars, Walter's first victim.
Ouch!
What was Jack
Ooh.
Stars thinking trying to chop Walter?
Bad idea, Jack Stars. Here,
So show this picture.
All right.
Walter only delivered one chop during the course of this entire match.
Oh,
Look at
boy.
that. Look at that. That's Walter's handprint.
That's his handprint. That's jacked up.
That's
man.
crazy. One chop.
Ugh.
And it looked like Walter got all of it.
I know. I'm not huge on that, man. I don't like that. It's too real. I like it more fake than that.
No, that's great.
Ugh, it's the worst. I don't want to see people get hurt.
Well, they're not really getting hurt.
You don't think that hurts?
I'm sure it does hurt, but it's not like it's not an injury. It just hurts for a day or two, and then you move on with your day.
All that busted up skin can't be good for you.
Well, I mean, if it's busted up too bad, yeah, there's a risk of infection, but to keep it clean,
Ugh.
it's fine, I'm sure.
He looks like a giant baby, but he's very intimidating. So it's
Yeah.
It's a weird
Dichotomy, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that he doesn't talk too.
Yeah, that's cool. That drop kick looked nice. That power bomb had some stank on it.
Oh God, that power bomb was horrible. That was tough. That Jack Stars man died for our sins, Larson. Sacrificed at the altar of Walter.
Yeah, the Walter altar.
The Walter altar.
Yeah, Walter won. Not a surprise.
Yeah, he won with that power bomb.
Yeah, afterwards he's walking around backstage. Mark Coffey gets in his face for getting involved in Gallus business. I think he's trying to say that Walter wasn't Gallus.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Walter sort of no-sold him. Then he turns around.
And Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel are there.
The European Union. There's a German and an Italian standing there.
And Bartel says, if you
hey, listen to me now, Walter.
You ever need any help, let us know.
If you ever need friends here in NXT UK, you got them here now. And then Walter just sort of walks away. And then Fabian Eichner starts to step up. And then Marcel holds him back. What is he? He ain't going to do nothing. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, of course, Marcel and Walter have history.
Well, yeah. What is it? Dieter? Something or other?
Yeah, Axel Dieter.
Yeah.
WXW.
Sprockets. Anyways. Were you a fan of Sprockets?
Mm-hmm.
That was funny stuff, man.
It was.
Can't find those SNLs anywhere. Streaming, anyways.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
they used to replay those years ago on Comedy Central.
Oh yeah, that was
that
the
particular
best.
era of SNL.
When they would replay that,
Let me ask you
Kids in the
something.
Hall right afterwards.
What does the N in SNL stand for?
Apparently, it's and Saturday and live. Oh man, people are so stupid. It's great.
All right, next.
Saturday and live. Because when I saw that, I was like, is he a fan of Stephen Larson?
That's what I thought too.
S and L means Stephen Larson, man.
Yes.
SNL is Saturday Night Live.
Yes. Next, Ginny versus Casey Owens. This is a fun match. Ginny's like a really fun technical wrestler to watch.
She's great to watch.
Yeah, man.
It's just it's a weird dichotomy of fashionista, which you think is very clean and slick and never sweat, and then she's a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all sorts of probably butt sweat smells and messy hair and stuff. Then it's just weird to me. But she's a hell of a wrestler.
Yeah, she's a really good wrestler.
And this Casey Owens, she's good too.
Yeah, she was really good.
I saw she was retweeting some stuff from ICW, so I assume she works the width and breadth of the UK scene as well. So that's good. But
I would
anyways,
imagine, yes.
Dude, how about that X Factor?
Oh, that was great.
I love that move. I know she's done it before, but holy crap. That, man, Casey Owens just stuck her face to the mat with that.
Yep.
She said, I'm finished with you or something like that.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Draping X Factor.
Great.
Woo, that's beautiful.
Great.
Ginny goes over. If she gets into a freaking 3-month-long feud with Tony Storm.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Obviously, they have a lot of history.
Oh, yes.
That was the first time we ever were exposed to Progress.
Yeah.
Live was watching
that was
those
one of the
two.
matches, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first match on that card? It wasn't that one. It was...
No, it wasn't the first match. I know we saw...
It was Zack Sabre Jr. versus...
Drake Maverick. Rockstar Spud.
He was the one... No, it was Zack Sabre Jr. versus somebody else. I think it was James Drake first.
That was the opener?
Spud. Yeah, it was Zack Sabre
Really?
Jr. was in the opener, yeah.
James Drake versus Rockstar Spud?
I think that's what it was.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Where Rockstar Spud almost broke his neck.
Yeah. Ooh. Why? He's so tiny.
God, who would Zack Sabre Jr. wrestle that day?
I'm sure we can find out.
Because then, it was Tony Storm versus Ginny.
Zack Sabre, he got bloody during that match.
Yeah, he did.
Was it
did.
Devlin? Wasn't Devlin?
Oh, it was Jimmy Havoc.
Ah, that makes sense.
I think it was Jimmy Havoc.
That makes sense. That's why there was blood there.
Yeah. I don't think it was intentional blood, though.
No, I don't think it was either.
I think it was Jimmy
It
Havoc.
wasn't like a death match.
No. Next, Rhea Ripley busts into Johnny Saint's office. She wants a rematch with Tony Storm.
She was laying out her bona fides, her credentials, saying, I've made history here, I've made history there. I want to make history
I've made history
again.
everywhere.
I want my title back.
And so in 3 weeks, it's going to happen. From Phoenix, too.
Yes, from Phoenix as well.
And then also announced Mark Coffey is going to take on Walter. I believe they said next week.
Oh,
that'll be good.
Ooh, that'll be good.
That'll be good.
Wait a second. So when are the Phoenix tapings happening?
They already did.
They already did. Okay.
Yeah, they happened when they were in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I was surprised because I hadn't heard any spoilers.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think they kind of taped that stuff along with the Worlds Collide tournament stuff.
Oh, okay. And I hadn't heard any spoilers from that either. So
I know who won.
No, me too. I'm just not. But I just found out yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just not paying attention.
I think with all the other stuff happening Rumble weekend that kind of got lost in the shuffle.
You're probably right about that.
There's a lot going on. Main event: Mustache Mountain versus Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel.
Boy, this is a fun match.
It was a fun match.
Dude, Eichner and Bartel, the European Union, they're something else.
Hell yeah.
They really are something else. What's up with everybody kicking out of Trent Seven's lariat, his Rainmaker?
Oh, that's not really his finisher anymore.
Yeah, I know, because people keep on kicking out of it, so it can't.
Yeah,
be
but
his
he did
finisher.
the Burning Hammer as his finisher. That's a cool finish.
Yeah, well, I like the Rainmaker better.
Well, people kick out of Okada's Rainmaker too.
Not everybody.
When's the last time he won a main event match? One-on-one main event match with one Rainmaker. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
It takes multiple Rainmakers.
People figure it out. It's like, who was that pitcher ages ago who was hot for like a month and everybody figured him out?
That's pretty much like a lot of pitchers.
I think he was an Asian dude of some Asian descent.
You thinking years ago?
Yeah.
You thinking Hideo Nomo?
Yes. Whatever happened to that guy?
He pitched for a few years.
Did he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Nomo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember Nomo.
Mm-hmm. I think he won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year instead of Chipper Jones that year. Chipper Jones went on to have a Hall of Fame career.
God, we're that old that somebody can already have a Hall of Fame career in that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, this is the mid-'90s we're talking.
Nomo's in the mid-'90s?
Yeah.
I thought he was like the early aughts.
Mm-mm. I think Chipper Jones' rookie year was like 94, 95.
Gee whiz. So anyways, but Mustache Mountain, I was actively rooting. I did not look up any spoilers for this. I was actively rooting for Mustache Mountain. I really wanted them to get back on their game. Yeah, what year was it?
95.
95, really? Man, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But yeah, they ended up winning. Hell of a match, so they gave it lots of time.
Yeah.
And they did their Dragon Suplex Lariat combo thing.
Every time Eichner does that, he catches somebody and drops them in with a brain buster.
It's so impressive.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know how it works.
It's great. Yeah, that was a heck of a match. I am kind of surprised. I mean, I'm really glad we got this match. I just feel like this could have been like the next UK takeover.
I feel like this could have been the second tag team tournament that they just kind of announced halfway through it.
Right, I know, exactly, yeah.
The semifinal match or a finals match.
I feel like this should have been for like a bigger deal.
Like, why not have Mustache Mountain take on, I don't know, Mark Andrews / Morgan Webster?
Yeah, that'd be a good match.
Because I want to see Eichner and Bartel pick up some wins.
Yeah, me too. I suspect they will. These two teams will meet again at some point.
Mm-hmm. Finally, 205 Live.
Boy, this opening match was uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah.
What is the deal with Aiden English?
I don't know. Why they cast him as the face commentator?
I don't know. He acts like a dick.
I know.
He's like a face, but you just feel bad for Marie Kanellis. So Marie Kanellis hopped on commentary because the first match was Mike Kanellis
versus
Kalisto. And Aiden English just starts drilling her about how like they what have you guys even done? You haven't done anything here, and you weren't even in the Royal Rumble that long. And man, it was rough. I was like, is Vince in his ears? Is she out there to, take some verbal punishment for asking for a release?
I don't know.
And claiming that she didn't?
I know. It was
Why
weird.
is Mike Kanellis on 205 Live? These are all questions that I have, man.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you this. I would love to see them in NXT.
Yeah,
I think they could do
so
great things
weird.
in
They bypass.
NXT.
They completely bypass that, and I'm guessing that's just her name value.
So I kind of understand why they bypassed it. Because what you just said, their name value, and he's ready for main. He was like ready.
Yeah.
Right. But he went through what he went through. They had a child also.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get it. They had time away, and now WWE apparently doesn't feel there's like a spot for them. So they put him on 205 Live to help build that brand, which is just a bad idea.
Yeah, it is.
Because he just doesn't. He doesn't really act like a cruiserweight.
Doesn't wrestle like a cruiserweight.
He doesn't wrestle one. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense. So and maybe I don't know. Maybe it's them. Maybe they've asked and they said no. But it makes all the sense in the world for them to go to NXT and then, as you like to say, build their brand back up.
Yeah.
I think they could do. I could see him. he's the kind of wrestler I could see having some really, really good takeover matches.
Yeah.
I think he's probably like an Adam Cole level
He
type
seems
wrestler.
like he could be a good fit in the North American title scene down the line. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Man, I don't know if I was maybe they would take a big pay cut. Maybe they made big money coming in, and they're like, "No, you're crazy. You're making
I don't know,
$1 million between the two of you. We're not going to send you back to NXT." But I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, because they're not really doing anything. Like Marie had one line, it's like, what do I have to do? Like, sorry, she goes back and says, when I go back home and see my kid, and I have to tell her, I just sat at catering.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad were away from home just so they could sit at catering.
Dude, that was too real.
I know.
That was too real.
I know.
And it was just a bummer.
I know.
So
at one point, Mike avoids a suicide dive from Kalisto and just throws him the barricade. That was cool. That was like it hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually really cool. That was a cool spot.
And Mike had that backpack stunner spot. That was cool. Kalisto got his foot on the rope, and then Kalisto just ended up winning with a roll-up. Disappointment all over Marie and Mike Kanellis' faces. Marie gets in the ring, and Mike looks over to her and just says, "I'm done."
Yeah, he just starts yelling, "I'm done. I'm done." Again, that seemed like a shoot.
Yeah, it could just be, I don't know, they're using his reported discontent for storyline, or is it just shoot discontent? Who knows?
I don't know, man.
Who knows?
But I don't know. That's like the biggest bummer to me. Talk about a big bummer. And this is the next dude who I could totally see wanting a release. It would make all the sense in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Drew Gulak. He's sitting there cutting a promo with Jack Gallagher on why Humberto Carrillo should be mentored by them. They said, "Welcome to 205 Live. You've impressed a lot of people, and you've done through these all high flying moves. But why do you don't need to do that? Should you just because you can? Should you? We can show you the way."
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not a good. This is so below Drew Gulak.
This is a storyline to get Humberto Carrillo over.
Yeah, this is so beneath.
Drew was on the verge several times of being Cruiserweight champion.
He should have been. I think he would have been
entirely believable.
I'll be honest. Like, I'm a huge fan of Buddy Murphy, but I kind of think Buddy Murphy, he should probably be on SmackDown by now. Like him, Cedric, and Mustafa Ali all should have gone up to the main roster at the same time.
Yeah,
they all should have. And then Drew Gulak should be the Cruiserweight champion. This dude should be asking for his release tomorrow. Now, maybe he's happy where he's at. Maybe he is a guy who's like, man, I'm confident in myself, and that I'll eventually get the opportunity to do bigger things in WWE. So why rock that particular boat?
It seems like he's had at least two moments where storylines have crested to a point where he could taken that title would have made sense.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do it for that reason.
But man, he is so much better than that. So much better than that. After that, we had a Daivari Hideo Itami promo, and I'm just looking at Itami's face, and I'm like, oh, you little twinkle in your eye there, because you know you're out of here.
Yep.
After that, we had they cut to the parking lot, and Tony Nese and Noam Dar
are
involved in a brawl. It was like earlier today. Tony Nese already had his shirt off.
He might just exist with perpetual.
If I looked like that, I would.
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Oh,
I would
for
never
sure.
wear a shirt.
Yeah, never.
Or I'd get shirts like his ring vest, where it's cut out,
shows
in the
off
ab
the abs.
area.
If I worked that hard in the abs, man, are you kidding me? So yeah, they were having a brawl in the parking lot, and then of course the Keystone Cops show up: Adam Pearce, Finlay, maybe JB Noble. One day we're going to see the Hurricane come running out. That's going to be so distracting.
Oh, I know.
I hope whenever he breaks up a brawl, he does.
Yeah.
That's good. After that, we had Kayla Braxton interviewing Buddy Murphy about what he thought about his friend Tony Nese.
And we find out Tony Nese is suspended indefinitely for attacking. Disregard here, it says attacking Tony Nese.
Tony
That's a typo.
suspended for attacking Tony
Noam
Nese.
Dar.
Yeah, Noam Dar. And he said, I don't know, I don't want to get suspended, so I'm not going to say I liked it, but I did like it.
Yeah. Main event, Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami is a really good match. Story going on throughout is that Akira several times was on the verge of hitting his finish to beat Hideo Itami. First time, Hideo got out of the way. Second time, Hideo got his knees up. Like times 3 through 5,
yeah,
Arya Daivari would distract him. And it wasn't until Brian Kendrick got involved. kind of eliminated the Daivari distraction. That it's Hideo Itami that drop kicked Arya Daivari, getting him out of the equation.
Yeah.
That allowed Akira Tozawa to get his finish. We actually got to see Akira Tozawa snap German suplex. We haven't seen that. In at least a good year and a half.
Yeah.
And it's great to see because it's fantastic.
It's great stuff.
German suplex, top rope senton. Akira Tozawa wins. After the match, Daivari gets in the ring, seemingly to pick up his friend Hideo Itami to help him out. Lays him out with the lariat.
Mm-hmm. So goodbye, Hideo.
Bye, Hideo.
Allegedly. I mean, that's what I didn't you say that you read there was some...
Oh, PW Insider said that he had asked for his release, but it hadn't been officially been granted yet. But it was expected to be.
Okay.
I mean, just based on Twitter, how everybody reacted, he's gone. Everybody's saying thank you,
right?
Respect.
Yeah, he said thank you, and then everybody else says thank you and respect and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so he's gone.
So I would think he's gone. Happy trails. Hopefully he finds what he's looking for. Daivari looked really good as he stood tall over the body of Hideo Itami. The crowd was raining down boos, and he looked pretty good. I hope that they give him a big push. I think he can handle it, and I think he could do good things.
Me too.
But they do need to reload.
Yes.
Where was Cedric? Where is Cedric?
Cedric really hasn't been.
He hasn't been
around
nowhere,
a whole lot.
Nowhere.
Question time.
Questions.
Yeah, Fear and Loathing NYC. Hey, friend, I was surprised no one really mentioned Dean saying his contract was up right before Nia Jax came out. % you think this is a work? I don't remember him saying that.
Did he say that during the commercial break? He didn't say that on TV. He didn't say that on
TV. Mostly said he was like, hey, I'm out here. Because the crowd was booing him. He said, hey, I'm out here trying to bare my heart to you people.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him say anything about contract.
Yeah.
John Lazo, attention, I'm eating string cheese. That is all. All right.
Good. I like those too.
Brandon Garza, should NXT have more gimmick takeovers? No, I think War Games is perfect.
Arma says in the Discord, by the way, if nobody said it, acoustic equalizer yesterday is Jeff Jarrett's thing.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
BreakingControllers.com, I think he's saying little sweet pickles, like little gherkins. Mm-hmm. Yay or nay? Little pickles.
Oh, sure. I'm a fan of pickles. Are kids ever fans of pickles? Are your kids fans of pickles?
My oldest will eat pickles, yes.
Okay, yeah. I was never a fan of pickles when I was a kid.
I liked sweet pickles when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Not so much dill. I think dill is a more distinct flavor that you have to maybe be a little bit older to appreciate.
I didn't like pickle A or pickle B, man, but now it's pickles all day long.
Like give me some bread and butter pickles when I was a kid, and I'd eat a whole bowl of them.
I like a good chicken sandwich with some pickles and mayo on it.
Sweet pickles?
Yeah, man. I'll eat those.
You ever had some sweet and spicy pickles?
I'm not a big fan of the spice.
Oh, man, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah. If you get some of those bread and butter ones with just a little bit of kick to them.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good
Especially
stuff.
on a chicken sandwich with a little bit of mayo.
Ooh.
Do it.
I'll check that out.
Zesty, I think they're called zesty. So it's not like super spicy, just a little bit.
I should order some Chick-fil-A today.
I mean, I didn't bring lunch, so I need food. Michael Forbes, did you see Jimmy Havoc's tweet wanting Moxley? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think Dean's probably too old for that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if he really wants to get back in the death match
when you're like 40, do you want to do a death match?
I wouldn't think so.
Cody Miles, this question is from Kane Carnage. He is an Australian, can't be here and chat during live shows. He says, can we please get an NXT Elimination Chamber match? We have 3 heels and 3 faces and amazing stories going into it. We may not have a more ideal chance to do it. Love you guys. Had to ask my question super early. Busy. It's bedtime here in Australia.
Well, I think the closer we get to that 6-man NXT match is halftime heat.
Halftime heat. I do like that they brought War Games back for NXT specifically. Now it's an NXT thing. So in the spirit of this question from King Carnage, is there another multi-man type match that they could bring back from WCW or the NWA or
what was the one where?
ECW?
What was the one that they had the electric chair in the middle? That cage match with the electric chair.
It was at a Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was that called?
So the House of Horrors?
Chamber of Death?
Yeah,
House of Horrors?
Chamber of Death, something like that.
Something like that.
Best I can come up with.
That's a good one. It's probably
a bit cheesy for NXT. Dragon Reborn, Meltzer reviewing fun. W. Steve W. is my new favorite things. It's not the real Dave Meltzer.
Just so you guys, sometimes I get so confused because whoever, I don't know if it's Cody Miles or I don't know who that is.
Oh, they kayfabe the heck out of it. That makes you believe.
It makes you.
You have to look at the Twitter handle.
It's Dave Meltzer.
It's Dave Meltzer, WSW.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a new WCW and Fun Wrestling up right now.
Yeah.
It went up this morning. I forgot I was going to look at the comments. I love looking at the comments for those shows. Holy crap, I'm murdering you in the ratings here, according to the. Let's see here.
Yeah, last week though I was out ahead early, and then I came back.
It's all, you know what, it all depends. Gee whiz. Oh, it must be. See, Lacey's a star, man.
Yeah, it could be.
Lacey's got star power because I'm up on you by like 700.
Because I think my thumbnail's pretty strong.
It's a really. I had to do this thumbnail mine a couple times, and I was like, okay, I really want to focus on Lacey, but I need a really great shot. But your thumbnail is really killer. But I think that my wife has star power. Let's see here. Greg Morris, would you only eat Cheez-Its for a week to guarantee Undisputed Era hold every title on all brands?
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd make that deal.
Okay, let me ask you this. What would you rather have? Finn win the Undisputed Championship or Undisputed Era have all the titles? I think mine is Finn. I think Undisputed Era has had a good amount of titles.
All right.
I think mine is Finn having the Universal title.
All right. No, give me Undisputed Era. With everything.
Would you eat only Cheez-Its for a week to do that, though?
I mean, I don't know if I care about wrestling enough to eat Cheez-Its, only Cheez-Its for an entire week for anybody to have any titles. I don't know if there's any food I want to eat every meal for an entire week.
Oh, I can, like, eat pizza.
Yeah, my gut would just be a mess. It'd be an absolute disaster.
That's true. Tyler Riot. Can Aleister Black please be a mainstay in NXT? I feel like he'll get lost on main. The problem is, at that point, you end up with Aleister Black as gatekeeper. Mm-hmm. He becomes Cassius Ohno. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how to unless he was put in a compelling long-term storyline where it made sense for him to fit, a la Gargano Ciampa.
Yeah.
Unless he was in something like that of his own. Otherwise, it just feels like it would get stale.
Yes.
Taco Dan. I watched my first episode of NXT UK last night. I'm impressed that Walter Chop made my chest hurt. Oof, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys remember when you started watching NXT Prime and what some of your early thoughts about it were? Didn't we both start watching in that first Nakamura match?
No, I started watching...
Kevin Owens was before that, wasn't he?
Yeah, when Kevin Owens...
Okay, so I watched
I heard
that.
about the finish of the Kevin Owens-Sami Zayn takeover match where they called it essentially a TKO.
Yes, yeah.
More or less when I started watching NXT.
All right, we're on the same page. I think I remember that too. I do.
But that's what I remember is when they stopped the match because Kevin Owens kept on powerbombing Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Like 6 powerbombs.
Yeah. I remember hearing sort of the name Kevin Steen, being aware of that whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's funny going back and just sort of learning all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then, they were big in PWG. Okay. Oh, they were in Ring of Honor. Let's see here. Nikolai Martinussen, new patron. What are your guys' ideas? WWE. What do you guys think WWE has for the idea for Gargano and Ciampa in the future in WWE as a tag team or single stars? I would think that the way their story is going to ultimately finish, they will be completely at odds, 100% completely and totally. I think that's how their story is going to end. So I don't see them being DIY as a tag team.
Not anytime soon.
However, I will say this. I do think it would be cool for them to, in sort of a more effective way, link them together on main the way they did Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yes.
How that history carries over.
Yes, that their feud might come to a short-term end, but they're two wrestlers who will never see eye to eye.
They'll always be linked in some way, and at some point maybe get a DIY reunion. I think people would be huge for that, but we need a lot of time to separate.
Well, I think if we've seen just kind of they're teasing some sort of loose.
No, well, I'm sorry. I'm talking about. So they're definitely going to get back on the same page in the short term.
Yeah.
But I'm saying after all is said and done.
No, I agree. I'm just
Gargano's
saying,
going to get that title.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to feud for a while. They're going to be at odds, and maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line, we'll have some sort of DIY.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you completely. I'm just saying what we've seen these days, people are hungry for them to get back together in some capacity.
Sure, absolutely. Wolfpack for life. Do you feel the Fight Forever chant is the newest overused chant It feels like every match in NXT gets it, and not deservingly for some matches. Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you look at takeover matches, it's not like every single one.
Yeah, I don't really feel like it's.
I mean, I think that here is the thing. Any match that goes over 25 minutes, they will get that chant.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's usually because WWE understands that whoever gets 25 minutes for a match, they're going to put on a killer match.
Yeah.
So one feeds into the other.
Yeah.
Alex Foster, who would be a part of Larson Gun and Taguchi Steve Japan?
Who would be a part? So is this?
Who would be in your faction?
Are they current members of the New Japan roster?
You would get to steal one member from each faction.
Oh, okay.
Of New Japan.
Okay, we'll do.
I'm just making that rule.
Fine,
up.
that's fine. That's fine. Let's do draft style then. Well, if I have first overall pick, who has first pick?
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, I went early.
No, I went late. Hold on, wait.
Wait, it's 1, 2, 3. Then it's not
It's
1, 2.
1, 2. It's on that.
No, it's not. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
won.
You won.
Okada.
Waste of a top pick.
No, it's not. He's best.
Give me Tanahashi, number one.
Fine, I'll take. He's not actually really in a faction, Tanahashi, but regardless. So I got my person from Chaos. So then I will take.
Yeah, I went early. Well, he was affiliated with Taguchi.
Kind of, yeah. I'll take. Ooh.
Yeah, and you get one factionless guy.
I will take Naito.
You just took the leader of LIJ.
Uh-huh.
All right, man.
And the leader of Chaos, man. I'm hamstringing every other faction to build my own faction.
All you have is just ego problems. I got Tanahashi now from LIJ. I'm gonna take Sonata.
All right, fine.
That dude's the next big thing.
I'm gonna take Minoru Suzuki.
Okay, you're not even taking this seriously.
I am taking it seriously. I'm building the best faction possible.
You're gonna have so many ego problems. How are you gonna control all these egos?
I don't have to control egos,
man. And then I'm gonna take. What faction haven't I taken from yet? Chaos. Yeah, Chaos. I haven't taken from Chaos yet.
Take Yoshihashi.
Shut up. No, I'm gonna take. God, who's even in Chaos anymore?
Ishii, Goto, Yano.
I'll take Goto because I know that I'll always have that never title there.
All right, fine.
Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna backtrack.
Will Ospreay. Take Will Ospreay. He's in Chaos.
Nah, his Twitter activity is shady. Give me Zack Sabre Jr.
No, he's in Suzuki Gun, but yes, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Bullet Club. I need someone from Bullet Club.
Oh, it's all trash now.
Chase Owens.
Oh, you've just picked the worst faction ever.
I can't pick JY because he and Okada will definitely.
You have the Lakers 2004.
Yeah, they did get to the finals.
They got to the finals and won a game. Anyways, my faction's best. Max Zero says, "Am I the only one that can't watch Jessamine Duke wrestle? She's so long and skinny. She just looks too fragile, even though she's probably quite tough." No, I mean she is very tall. But I think I think I'm good watching her. I think she's tough, and she's fairly believable. So yeah. Anyways, let's see if there's any more.
Oh, Dragon Reborn just says Friendo Awards. Yeah, we gotta get on that.
We gotta get out, and people in the chat I noticed earlier was also calling us out for no punishments for predictions. I know I got to do my song. I will do that this weekend.
I'm just waiting on that.
Look, man, we got a lot of stuff going on.
We do.
WCW Fun Wrestling is a very important part of our process now.
It takes a lot of time. That's for sure.
What are you doing? I'm just reading these comments.
Well, we're in the middle of doing a show. Let's finish the show first, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, it's probably a good idea. So next up for the patrons, $5 and up.
Yes.
We've got our post-show Overrun. What are we going to talk about today in Overrun? What's our non-news for today?
I'm still looking for that right now, actually.
All right. Fair enough. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Here, let's get some nice going and raw music for you.
Yes.
There you guys go. Yeah. So that's it for the show.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. What are we doing tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.?
The W Steve W?
W Steve W, yeah. TV tapings on the Twitch. So until next time, talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.